The Atlantic slave trade began in the middle of the 15th century and ended in the 19th century. It began when Portugal and other European kingdoms were finally able to expand overseas and reach Africa, and to take those they enslaved back to Europe and America. The ship was terrible, dirty and stinky. It would be very crowded and would take 2 or 3 months to get to America. On the ship, the slaves would have to wear chains that were fastened to the people either side of you for the whole time. You would have to lie down, as there was no space to sit up. The ceiling was also very low. Sometimes people around you gave up and tried to starve themselves to death, but the sailors would beat them out or torture them until they ate something. When you got to North America, you got a few weeks to become healthier, and you would get a European-style dress or pants to wear, and then the slave trader sold you to whoever would pay the most for you. After you got married, you lived in a cabin with your husband or wife and your kids. You had to work all day, so an older woman or someone who was disabled would look after your kids, but often not very well. One of the bad things about being a slave was that the owner, overseer, or any free person could beat you or torture you or embarrass you for no reason. Another bad thing about being a slave was that your owner could take your husband or wife and your kids away from you any time he or she wanted. Also, your owner could just make you have a different husband or wife, or he or she could decide to sell your husband or wife and your child to someone who lived far away.